Good
Good
morning.
morning. And welcome to Sun Up on 7. My name is Renata Samuel.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Mendes. It's Wednesday, November 23rd. Welcome to Sun Up on 7. I like that song.
You may feel that he's
Yeah.
alive, boy.
Right, there's a version of Kanye, which I like more than this one. Yeah, and the
remember
video
that
is
one.
very, very good. But nevertheless, we're here. It's Wednesday. Oof, the weather is so beautiful. I am
yeah.
absolutely enjoying it.
This is a
How are you feeling
blissful-
today?
I'm feeling much better. I submitted my first draft. 50 pages, almost
Whoa,
10,000 words. Chantal asked me where to find the words. I'm like, girl, the words just come to you. Like articles and all kind of things. I'm in a happy mood, guys. Ready and excited because we have amazing shows. How are you feeling, Kev? Loving your earring.
Thank you, thank you. It's courtesy of your aunt. Yes.
Auntie Darla, I'll be
Auntie
bigging you
Darla,
up.
yes, of course. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm really enjoying the weather. It's like the first cold of the season, so I'm really looking forward to like many more.
But you're a
Yeah.
sun iguana. How you like this weather? I just realized something.
Well, I mean, I just gotta make the best of it. That's a really good question because I do like the days are shorter, so I do get this like cold front blues. But it's always good, you know, like the change of weather. It's so cozy, so I'm really enjoying it so far.
Embracing it. This is
Yeah.
good tea, coffee, relaxation, cuddle in a nice blanket, watch a good movie
Yeah.
kind of weather, right? But then we have work. So
Then we have a show, and the show is gonna be exciting, as you rightly mentioned.
Yes.
Yes, because guess who has a drama group? The Police Academy. So today they're gonna be here to tell us everything that happens in the police drama group. And of course, if you're interested in joining, how can you do that? We're gonna be having a fun time with them
it's
for
gonna be
sure.
interesting.
Yes.
I love drama. I love art in general. It's a great form of expression, guys. So let's see how they express themselves and how you can express yourself as well. But who else is coming in? Still the world are coming in big and hot because, guys, Christmas to come wrong. They just came off of their 3-day extravaganza and they still have deals happening. So you're gonna hear about all that and much, much more. What can you get? How you can stretch your money and get the most with quality. So stay tuned for that exciting conversation. We got all that, much more, and some couch talk that's, you know what funny? We just talked about the roof, then the roof just fell through. I don't understand. Well, we're gonna talk about that on the couch. I'll leave the details later for that. Shall we get to the couch?
Let's do this.
The couch we shall get to.
Let's go.
I thought they were gonna...
I've come to find
Out to everybody on Sun Up.
isn't what we were told. So where do I seek the answer that's worth looking for today?
in the seat, everyone, and he's here to talk to us about Sun Up on 7, the show that we're on right now. So, Jules, tell me, this is one of your favorites.
And we're gonna be talking about the hot search that has been happening over the
Writing
weekend.
appears on the wall.
Discovered
You and I were the first ones to see it all. The world that we see may seem that it'll never change, they say. But if you tear down the walls that's blinding us all, you'll see the way.
Muy buenos dias. Welcome to Sun Up on 7. It's your Wednesday episode. Happy Hump Day. It's November 23rd, and we're excited for everything we have planned for you today here with Renata and I. So let's get started by having a look at the weather, courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
Good morning. Mainly fair weather prevails and will support sunny skies with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers will be isolated and this trend will continue Thursday and Thursday night. Winds today will blow from the east and northeast 5 to 10 knots and seas will be light chop. High tides occur at 9:57 this morning and 9 o'clock tonight. Low tides follow at 3:04 this afternoon and 4:26 tomorrow morning. Temperatures this afternoon peak at 78 Fahrenheit up in the Maya Mountains, 85 along the coast and 90 inland. The moon sets at 5:08 this evening, followed by sunset at 5:15. In the sargassum forecast, latest satellite imagery continue to suggest there is little to no sargassum over the area, and therefore the chances of sargassum affecting the country will remain low during the next few days. In the tropical weather outlook, tropical cyclone formation is not expected in the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, or Gulf of Mexico during the next 48 hours. That's the latest from the Belize Weather Bureau. Do have a pleasant day.
And that is our weather.
That's our weather. So it's gonna continue being an awesome time, which is really, 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 really good. It's
These are all the
Christmas.
realies.
Yeah, like it's like Christmas is near, you know. Like I love how this weather announces what's upcoming. And I know there's a lot of folks that I've asked, you know, are you ready for Christmas? And they're like, no, I'm not looking forward to it. And guess what? It's disappointing to say, but it's gonna get here, either you want it or not. So embrace the weather, embrace everything that comes with it as we get into the season. So the cold front, by all means, is,
And of course,
is
we're
a
going to
good
have
way
our
to
Christmas
receive it.
special coming on. We're planning that out and everything. But what I really want to remind people as we're getting into the Christmas celebration is Christmas doesn't have to be about presents, guys. Let's take that off our mindset. Let's think about the family, the joy, the hope, you know, what it means to be almost coming up to our next year.
Yeah.
If we change our mindset of what we look and materialize and monetarize Christmas to be, it's really going to change how we celebrate it, how much we have joy for it, and how much we look forward to it. So just something to think about as we're getting through our November and coming to the end and going into December. Let's not dread, but let's think, how can we change our perspective? How
Yeah.
can we think differently about things that will, you know, bring joy?
Right. I mean, it's November 23rd. It's Christmas is almost in a month time, which is unbelievable.
It is. It
But yeah.
is. I was
Yes,
like,
so-
oh, my auntie, I just have to tell her how you look good here. Just
Thank you, Auntie. I love compliments. You make my day. You make my day. Thank you.
My aunts are always the sweetest things. They're always in the comments. Auntie Vera and Auntie Audrey, big up on herself. Love you guys so much. But
Right. You know what's also unexpected, and it's how we get into our couch talk, is that KDFC, as how we call it, kick down fence chicken. I mean, we don't have KFC in Belize, we have KDFC. Right, so KDFC has increased
that.
their price by 25 cents. I don't know if you're a fried chicken fan. I love KDFC over any other fried chicken in Belize City. I don't know how to have it as regular as how I
haven't had it
wanted
in a
to.
while.
Nevertheless, I always make sure that I make a stop there. And as I get there, the lady already knows they want a $3 chicken with a pack bread. That's Kevin. But now, you know what's weird is that now you will have to go and say, can I have a $3.25 chicken? Or
With a
can I have a
pack bread?
$5.25 chicken? With a pack bread, of course. Because KDFC has increased their price by 25 cents, as we already mentioned. So Charisse was out there doing the interview of the local customers, some of who are just new into the scene, trying KDFC for the first time. And they're saying, well, the fried chicken is good, right? We've been coming here for years, and it's unfortunate that it had to raise to 25 cents, but we're gonna pay it because it's a good fried chicken.
yeah, I really like the interviews because people were just laughing at like, hey man, at the end of the day, the chicken nice. I will pay the 25 cents, you know. There's some people that had, you know, a shock with it. Like, wait, we just made a pay $5, not a pay $5.25. That
Yes.
kind of like set me back a little because if people don't understand when inflation happens, even the littlest of inflation does start to add up over time.
Yes.
Because now your packed bread and your fried chicken will be amounting up to a different cost than it was
Yes.
before.
Yes.
So that 25 cents get taken out of your bus fare, taken out of whatever it is that you were gonna pay for that. But at the same time, if I do a comparison analysis, right? 25 cents to the dollar or $2 for other people to raise their chicken up to be still amongst to be better because that a lot of people, and I'll say
yeah.
honestly, and I'm sure many viewers can be able to, you know, comment on this or, you know, disagree. $3 WAP and they stuff there for kick down fence. What a lot of people look forward to. Like they have only $3 in their pocket or that's all they have for the meal.
Right.
Like maybe $5 max what you get for the day. And you go and get your $3 WAP, a little juice, and then
That
you
is
good to
true.
go. That's
Yes,
it, right?
yes.
So it's kind of indirectly a staple where people know I can get something affordable, I can put something on my stomach, and it's quick, fast, and easy.
Right. Yeah. And as Riley mentioned, the cost in the price increase of the fried chicken comes as a result that the price of chicken has gone up, and we know that other ingredients that are necessary to produce fried chicken, like the oil, has also increased in price. So, by all means, the KDFC that did hold the price as much as they could for a while, but it's unfortunate that it had to raise the price by by 25 cents. So
But it's
if
still
you're
a
hearing
decent
this,
price raise.
right?
To me, I think at least if you do a comparison, and from what we've seen with the interviews, people, if it's nice, you're gonna pay for it. And if you can't pay for it, guys, then you have to find something else. That's why I always say, like, we can't trip too much because it's not like you don't understand the cost of production that people are going through, and so we have to at least break even or make some kind of profit.
Yeah. So so now like if you're somebody that was looking forward to like the $3 chicken and the
$3
$5
what?
chicken, just so you know that
There is the debt of the $3
debt of
swap,
the
guys.
$3
Can no
chicken.
longer go,
Right.
hey, I could please get one $3 but ketchup and some pepper or whatever it is, however you order a chicken. I don't order it like that. Just making a know if you don't want to order chicken for me. But
So just have in mind that the price has increased by now, right? So
by 25 cents.
by 25 cents. So get your 3.25 chicken and your 5.25 chicken. Um, so we're moving on to our next item, Ren, and it's kind of an unpleasant story to talk about, but at the same time, it's good to hear that justice is getting served. So reflecting on the story, so in a couple of years ago, if you can help me out to recall how long ago, there was an incident where this Belize City Council employee who was a backhoe driver,
Yes.
he was having, family dispute and the fact that he separated from his partner and the custody of his children went to his
Mother-in-law.
mother-in-law. With that change in custody came the fact that, Mr. Samuel August, so his children went to the custody, went to his mother-in-law. And with that custody change came the fact that part of his allowance was now given to her to maintain as maintenance of the kids. In this state of anger that the allowance was diverted to his mother-in-law, he decided that upon his ending his shift as a backhoe driver, that rather than going and park the backhoe at the Belize City Council area, he decided that he was going to take revenge. So what he did is that he ran over the backhoe on the wall of the mother-in-law's house. So with that, he, I guess, smashed, if I can say that. The wall fell on the mother-in-law and his son. It gets more crazy because by the wall just falling on them, he ran over the wall 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, that was.
And then there was a young girl that managed to escape, and then he also went about chasing.
So it's just crazy to see. Yeah, that was one of the girls that had escaped, and she got to a neighbor, and unfortunately, her life was spared. But just the overall situation was extremely crazy to think that, the rage or the frustration that you had to go take that backhoe, go run over the place 3 times and make sure that your child and the mother-in-law, well, I'm not sure if you were aiming for the child, but the mother-in-law lost her life. And then, of course, the child as well lost his life. So what's interesting too as well, fast forward to now, Mr. August has pleaded guilty for his crimes. He believes that he has remorse for what has taken place, and he just wants to take the sentence that the judge will give him. And so he has came forth. OJ is supposed to be the lawyer for him and said that, right now
Right.
he's just like,
Yes.
remorseful of everything. And so in January, I'm not sure exactly the date, I think it's January 15th, if I'm not mistaken, there will be now the ruling of what's going to be taking place with him. It's such an unfortunate situation, but what I have to say I'm thankful about is the remorse that comes with it, because then, of course, justice can clearly be served, and whatever extent the law wants to inflict that justice, that's on them because of the nature of the crime, of course, because you have to do all the facts and evidence and check and everything. But I'm happy to see that this gentleman, saw, what, I was in the wrong. And again, I go back to, and I've said this enough times here on the show, where many people are really sick and going through so much problems that they don't turn, especially as men too as well, they don't turn to mental health counsels and try their best to find out how can I deal with my trauma, my pain, my hurt, my issues, and so forth. And then we break out into these frustrations and hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. And this is why I always say, if you can find, even if you don't want to go to a counsel or you don't want to go to a therapist or so, finding a trusted friend to talk to get something off your chest, because this is just building up and piling up.
Yeah.
And then you blow up, because I am sure that idea of, I just not going home, I'm just going to take this here and I'm going to, that is a level of, I have broken, I am done, I am frustrated, I am tired. So I don't know the full situation. I don't justify the actions in any kind of way, but I'm just always saying there are many people here that are sick, that need help, that need support, that need someone to listen to them without judgment, that need you to be a friend, a community member to them. And this is why I always say extend your courtesy, extend your time, extend your love, extend a meal, extend a hug, whatever it is, some kind words to people, because you don't know what they're going through internally. And that salty attitude what they have could be justified by serious problems at the home, in the job, whatever it is that you're going through. So please, let's be kind, because people are breaking.
Right. No, for sure. And I think it's very important also to take a moment, right? A lot of people say count to 10. If you need to count to 100, by all means, count to 100.
But strong.
Right? But it's the fact about sitting in the moment and analyzing what implications will my actions have.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like rarely people just go in this outburst where we feel like violence is a solution. Clearly, it is not.
Yeah.
But it's a moment where you reflect and be like, what are my implications that will come from the actions that I take? And by just sitting in that moment, you're able to reflect and maybe divert your
Rage,
action.
frustration,
How you're
action.
gonna be addressing the situation. And you rightly mentioned having a friend at the moment, somebody you can call and just vent off, really makes a big difference. At the end of the day, it's good to hear that even though it took some years, this gentleman managed to get some level of consciousness and be like, okay, what I did was awful, it was wrong, I plead guilty. And as O.J. Erlington mentioned, who's his attorney, he's like, you know what, it's just gonna save the court some time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It
As
really
this
is.
court is not looking in a good shape, Ren.
No. Oh, and that goes to our
Yes.
next
This
topic.
court is
We
not
talked
looking
about it
right.
yesterday. Brandon and I were discussing it, and now we dive deeper. It drops deeper, if you want to call it that. I don't even know how to explain it.
Oof.
But we talked about the leaking, and what's interesting is just the fact that, after leaking comes falling through roofs, I guess, if you want to call
Because
it
it was
that.
not addressed on time.
It was not addressed on
Yeah.
time. But what's interesting is people were aware of the circumstances, but were never able to act on it. Again, leaving things out until when it's getting worse. That's my thing. I always like, why don't we plan properly?
Right.
Why don't we address issues when we can and stop waiting for the last minute till it,
I mean,
the
I
roof
think
fall
that building
through?
is old.
It is, but the thing is,
From
it's
way back
historic.
in the day,
And so
right?
I'm sure they don't want to get
Historic
rid of
buildings
it
need
like that.
maintenance,
So
though.
if that's the case, they can look at it and say, okay, you know what? This building maybe is not the one that you can work in. Let's really fix it up and make it be something that people can just come and visit. And done. Let's put that as it, because it's an old building. It's been here for years upon years upon years, and I understand.
But it can get refurbished. It
Yeah,
can
it
get
can.
maintained.
But in the case you don't want to do all of that, and if you look at how there are 4 areas that you cannot even use in the building, and the mold is there, there's so much factors to filter into why I personally think hit the road, Jack, and move to our next spot instead of staying and utilizing this building, because obviously it might need some help. And so the roof caved in and the truth came out, and
Yeah. When I saw this report, for me, it reflects on the symbolism of our justice system and our legal system, right? To think that for years we have been highlighting and clamoring that we need to do and we need to invest in our justice system for justice to be accessible, for justice to be served, for people to feel safety. So whenever you think about the Supreme Court, you think about the justice, and you see this building dilapidated, you see it in a worse shape, you see it now falling apart, is that it really reflects on the condition of our justice system. That's really how I'm thinking it, right? So we've just let it dilapidate, we just let it run over itself, and now this happens. So it really hurts the credibility and the way moving forward. So I really look forward to
Where are our
more
priorities?
investment, meaningful investment going within our justice system, which really, at the end of the day, highlights and protects all of our societies. So,
where
it's-
are our priorities?
Where are our
Kev?
priorities,
Where are
indeed?
we putting our money? Are we building this, or are we doing that? And we're trying to
Are we
create
putting
all
it
this
on
stuff.
allowance of CEOs?
Ooh, see.
But no, but really, where
No,
is
but-
our
yeah.
investment going, for sure? Yeah.
Is that something we have to think about? Because I know we want to be innovative. I know we want to develop. We need to push forward. We want to do this. We want to do that. But we also have to reflect on what we already have and improve that too as well, to go to a better place. Because it's all nice and fun to get new shiny things and develop these different programs and all these stuff. And I'm not saying we don't need it as a country, but we have to look at what's broken right now and try to fix it too as well before we're trying to develop something else right out of the sun.
Yeah.
So again, back to proper planning. consultation, taking a step back. That same thing when we talk about count to 10 or so, take a step back, count, relax, see, all right, where can we really put this money right now, how we can do some savings, how we can be able to plan and incorporate this X, Y, and Z. Do we do that? Like, sometimes I really have to think about it when it comes to planning, our city planning, our buildings, infrastructure, every single thing, and our maintenance, because we're aware of these things, because people complain. But are we addressing the matters? What are we doing? We need to do better, because God forbid the building fall next, because that's the case what you have to think about. And it's not something I push it back. You can't push it back anymore.
And you're putting people's lives at risk. Right? You're putting the lives of everybody that works in this building at risk by having them work in these conditions. And I also reflect on the energy and on the ganas that you have in working in a building that you know is falling apart. It totally kills your vibe or your mojo to being able to be productive in that system. So again, I reflect on the symbolism of this building falling apart on our justice system, and also on the amount of productivity and the output that comes from the justice system. I'm not saying that they're doing an awful job, but of course,
I just think that there needs to be planning. And viewers are saying it goes further than just, for this, there's a lot of government buildings, there are a lot of schools that need maintenance, and I totally agree with you. We need to take a step back and wonder where we're spending our money. Are we spending it, as a viewer said, on vehicles and allowances and these things, as compared to spending it on maintaining the schools, the government buildings, because people have to work in it. Praise God, there was no person that was injured or hurt when that ceiling fell, but if it happened, what would happen there? And what would you feel like thinking, man, I come and do something, I come and fix the situation? We have to think about it. We have to see how we're spending our monies, because I don't think we're doing it in the right way. We make all this money as reported, but where are we really spending it? Are the places that need to get it really being touched? And I know the ceiling is sure. The proof is there in the pudding or the ceiling.
So for the folks that have any business to do with the court system, please stay in touch with their various posts that are to come in the future, when you will know when the building will be able to be accessible and functional again. For now, clearly it is not.
Clearly. Yeah. Let's stay out of that building. Yes. Let's watch from the far. Thank you.
Yeah. But also, we have another unfortunate story to share, and it's the fact that one Belizean died of COVID yesterday. So the question really is, why do you really want to avoid getting COVID twice or more than once? A lot of folks, they have been, with the fact that the regulations have been reduced or relaxed as regards to the management of COVID, that they feel like COVID is no longer here.
It's not an issue anymore.
COVID is no longer an issue. You have like parties and everything back to a sense of how it was in the past. And also the fact that we are not having that conversation anymore. We see people now also like very relaxed on their protective measures as regards to getting COVID. But in the reality of things is that COVID is not just a simple flu. COVID, again, is a viral infection that is pretty new and it's just getting studied. So we are not pretty sure about what are the outcomes that can happen if you get COVID more than once, or what can happen in the longer run. So on this story also, we want to add a journal publication on the Nature's Medicine that talked about the implications that can happen if you get COVID more than once. And it talks about that folks that get infected more than once, they have a higher risk of developing cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, skeletal problems, mental health problems, and other very conditions that,
different issues,
like it really affects your system. So what the journal recommends, and what, of course, every doctor that we talk to recommends, to like continue using your precautionary measures, which means using your face mask, sanitizing your hands as much as you can. Somebody yesterday died of COVID.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing. What I think many people aren't understanding. When you catch COVID twice, or
more than once.
More than once, sorry. I know people that have caught it 3 times. Hence the reason I'm like, there's more you can get it, and the way how the virus was mutating, a lot of people weren't really paying attention because it wasn't as severe as it was first, But regardless of it, it's weakening your body's immune system, and it's causing you to have small problems. Like once you've caught COVID, they've mentioned like your body is not necessarily the same way again. And it's not a regular flu that people were putting it, or a cold or whatever it is, as many people are saying. It's bigger than that. And I know that some people just think of it like that because of how the mutation is now, that's less severe. But we also have to think about internally what's happening to our body. After we get sick, after we get a cut, all the things, you're healing. But do you heal the same way, or is your body the same way after that? And it's the same thing with COVID, where you have to talk about vaccine, and they forgot what Kevin has talked about. And that's something to think about, because it doesn't matter if you're young. It don't matter if you're old. COVID don't discriminate. He don't care none at all. Don't in the streets. They take anybody and anybody. So we also have to be mindful of what are we doing, because it's up to us to take care of ourselves and our loved ones too as well. Because next thing you know, you gonna make your grandparents or somebody you know and care about contract COVID again. And then that's the one that sends them into, something. And seeing this loss of life yesterday really makes us to know, hey, pay attention. It's still here. It's still relevant. What are we doing to help ourselves? So let's make sure that we're taking the vaccines, that we're taking our vitamins. Elderly medicine and bush medicine, we talked about a long time ago, we're not talking about it again. Still, take anything there. Make sure they take care of yourself, get on a daily exercise, drink your water, mind your own business. All these different things that we talk about, you're supposed to be doing it, guys, because that's the only way that we can combat and at least help ourselves, give ourselves a fighting chance against COVID.
Yes. No, for sure. And how, how we're going into the cold front season, and of course, one of the things that's going to be common is flus. And if we reflect on data from 2020 and 2021, when we were using face mask and hand sanitization, we saw that there was a decrease in number of flu incidents or cases of flu. So by all means now, we're worried about COVID, or we are not worried about COVID, it seems. But COVID is still here. Flu is on its way. So do not feel bad for using your face mask in public or whenever you're doing a transportation, or sanitize your hands. At the end of the day, you're protecting yourself because you come first, and you're also protecting your loved ones. So that's just another reminder that I want to give you as we venture into this cold front season.
Yes, let's be careful, guys. Take our soups, take our hot teas and these things, but let's really take care of ourselves. Let's make it our business and not anybody else's business. Don't wait till Ministry of Health and Wellness to come telling them about this stuff, man. Take pride in your own self. Take care of your own self. Take care of picnic. Take care of ma, your pa, all these people, because God forbid something happens. And we've seen now a death that COVID still is prevalent. So let's get ready for this, and let's just make sure we're mindful.
Yes. So with that, we come to the end of our Couch Talk.
Yes!
And we have an exciting birthday shout out to do.
Yes! Let's shout out our girl, Courtney.
So today is Courtney Menzies' birthday. So Courtney, we want to say a happy, happy birthday. I mean, you're aging very, very well. I know,
age like fine wine.
Aging like wine. But yes, Courtney, we want to say we love you, and we wish you a fantastic day. And of course, we wish you an enjoyable time. We wish you health, happiness, prosperity, and all the goodness in the world for you. Enjoy your day.
As this new chapter comes, I pray, all the opportunities come, you're able to grow as much as possible, meet new people, go to new places, and your career just continues to skyrocket, because every new chapter is an opportunity to be better, to accomplish more, to learn more about yourself. And, I'm praying that everything just unfolds for you daily, and you get 1% better every single day. So after 100 days, you're 100% better. So you get this girl. Happy blessed birthday from our Sun Upon 7 family. We love you.
Yes, we love you, Courtney. And we also have a sunrise to share with our viewers.
And it's in Dangriga.
In Dangriga.
Hey, watch
this
that.
This is beautiful.
Oh, this should be on a postcard.
Yes,
this is
it should be a postcard,
pretty.
for true. Yeah.
Look at that sky. Look at those colors. Thank you. Thank you so much for our Sun Upon 7 family that sends in these sunrises. We really appreciate being in these moments with you.
Yeah, and shout out to all the folks in Dangriga that are tuned in to Sun Upon 7. We want to say thank you for tuning in every day to watch us and support the show. We send you much love and continue enjoying that amazing sunrise.
Riga Massive. Watch out.
Riga Massive, the culture capital of Belize.
Definitely.
We love you.
We love you guys, and thank you so much for the sunrise. Guys, send in on the sunrise. We will try. Oh, no, I fight for no. Yeah.
I leave that to Ren.
Yes, I will fight for my people. I got on the back, right? So with that, we're going to go to our commercial break. First commercial break of the day. And when we're back, we're talking about what's happening at the Bliss. Are we playing movies? Are we doing something different? Is this all fancy? Wakanda forever. And not a commercial forever, just a short period of time. We're going to be back with that conversation and all the details and much more. Stay tuned.
I must be dreaming.
Oh no,
honey bun, you're not. Everything you hear so far, that's true. Delta Store has a new look. Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store for only $4.99 or less. Snap out of that dream and head on down to Delta Store today.
How traffic so tight, it's hard to find parking spot out here.
That true to boy. But you forget Dongtong Plaza parking lot?
Sure, which part that day?
Turn right off of Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Dongtong Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, y'all?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean, a good idea for make we go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Sun Up on 7. It's time for us to engage in our first conversation, talking about what's happening at the Bliss with their special family matinee premiering Wakanda Forever. And you know, Wakanda Forever has been making quite a scene out there. And of course, it's here in Belize, so we gotta make the most of it. What we're also gonna be talking about is the Pilgrimage Foundation. So to give us the insight into all of this, we have our dear Ms. Kim Vasquez, Director of the Institute of Creative Arts, on our couch. Good morning, Ms. Kim.
Morning.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
having
joining
me.
us this
Yes.
morning.
Morning.
And also with her, we have Her Excellency Ambassador for Belize, Ms. Atala Shabazz, who's joining us via Zoom to talk to us about how she's collaborating in this project. Her Excellency, how are you feeling this morning? Thank you so much for joining us.
Fine, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So we're looking forward to this conversation. So let's get started, Ren.
Yes, let's get started. I think it's just exciting to know that these kind of collaborations are happening. But before we get into collaborations and what's happening and how people get excited, let's find out a little bit of information about the Pilgrimage Foundation and
Right.
what you guys stand for, what you bring to the table, so we can know, where we've been to where we're getting to now. So, Your Excellency, could you explain to us a little bit about, the Pilgrimage Foundation. What's it about? How was it started? Give us the deets on that.
Well, thank you for asking. In 1998, I named it after my parents and their work, their journey. My mother made her transition in 97, and we know that my father had made quite a few holy pilgrimages in his lifetime, and all of those things gave him such inspiration. So in my effort and signature to our legacy, especially when I became ambassador at large, I wanted to make sure I had a vehicle that honored people's journeys and collective unions. And so we have been really quite successful across the globe in the 20 some odd years to make sure that fulfillment is met. And so once I became ambassador at large to Belize, my heart was just really, really fully engaged. And the response.
Okay, we're experiencing some technical difficulties with that conversation. Kim, so
yes.
Her Excellency is frozen, so if you can fill in for her,
she actually has a long-standing relationship as well with the Bliss. You know, it's as she said, it's almost come full circle. You know, I know this week here, she's very busy working out in the field. She's been down in Hopkins with Miss Lambe, trying to help her restore her restaurant that was destroyed down there. And she's also doing some work today in the field, very hands-on work at the Y. And if she comes back, I think she will. Is she back?
Yes.
Yes.
Looks like I'm back.
Yeah,
yes, you're back. You just froze for a second, Ambassador. But we're here together again.
No, that's okay. That it could be my computer as well. And so we move around. We make sure that all entities are part. I mean, even some of the young men from the LIU Leadership Intervention Unit who are working with us at the Y to yet another globally social entity that is very significant to the population of Belize, that they get to come also to the matinee. We want to make it accessible to a cross-section and that we're not divided just by tourists, visitors, citizens, expats, but that, you know, everyone gets to experience a full Belize on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I understand a lot of what, you know, the foundation is about. It's excellent work that we're here at. So we've gotten to the point now where we're doing this collaboration. What was the thought process behind, let's show Wakanda Forever also in the Bliss? Because I think, you know, people look at the performing arts as just more of a stage where people can be able to show like incredible talents and you get a show. You're thinking about Broadway show, you think about stuff like that. But it is the perfect place for a theater too as well to like just be able to enjoy a movie.
Sure, it is totally conducive to having film screenings, and you know, that was the way the conversation began. Ambassador asked, you know, is the Bliss able to do screenings? And we said yes. And so that was how the conversation began. You know, of course, the Bliss was impacted by Hurricane Lisa. It was a very chaotic time in the aftermath. We had water and mud, and we had some, you know, some damages inside of the theater itself. But, you know, we were working quite hard to get the Bliss cleaned up. And we're also grateful that as this is coming together really rapidly, that additional people have stepped forward to make this possible. We had a couple private donors yesterday. We had one from abroad that, you know, reached out and said, you know, we want children in Belize to see this movie because it is so powerful. What can I do to help? And I said, okay, we're trying to provide some lunches. And so, you know, we had that person immediately made a local contact. You know, we also had somebody come in, Mr. Kerm Timbrell, and he did some repairs in the ceiling of the theater so that it could look nice for the event as well. So we are really grateful for all of the efforts, as well as for Ambassador's, you know, initiative to bring this screening to the Bliss.
Wow. I mean, it's unfortunate to hear that also the Bliss, I mean, got affected by
Sure,
Hurricane
sure,
Lisa.
sure. But we have to move forward. We
Right,
have to,
and that you're
yeah.
getting the support to recover.
Most definitely,
from it.
and
So
I think that
that's
this
really good to
movie
hear.
speaks to the spirit of of community, of what we're trying to do at the Bliss. There are 2 screenings. There's a family matinee in the morning, and then there is a fundraiser private screening in the afternoon for the Pilgrimage Foundation. And so they're both. We have a full day on Saturday at the Bliss.
Skip. So I'm not sure if you've watched Wakanda Forever, but if
I have deliberately been waiting for this.
okay. So I mean, make that connection with our viewers. So why should they come out and watch Wakanda Forever? What are some of the themes that they should be looking at?
Well, I think you should ask Ambassador that question.
Yes.
Really? All right.
You know, this is one of her
yes.
brainchilds of why she thinks this movie is so powerful to bring. So,
That's
Your
a good one,
Excellency,
yeah.
tell us a little bit about, choosing Wakanda and thinking this is the movie that young children specifically, Black children should see.
Well, it's not like it's my brainchild.
But yes.
It's not my brainchild. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. And last year, I'm in the industry, and my interest is how those cross industries engage all people. And so, of course, in my interest in trying to bring something really fantastic that is but an opportunity to bridge community in Belize. Of course, when we started thinking about this, for me, about a year ago, because these entities take a while, we didn't know we would have in the midst of everyone healing in the world post-COVID and what could bring people together. I worked at the Bliss, produced at the Bliss, 20 years ago, and it's a nostalgic circle to come back and choose something so central to Belize, the metropolis of Belize. The film itself addresses all aspects of ethnic culture and I think would themselves benefit from. They'll see their faces, they may recognize characteristics of culture, but if their will has been shot or in jeopardy in the last 24 months, perhaps this is something that will ignite and reaffirm who we are inherently in terms of our resilience.
Definitely.
I see that too as well. I think this is something where, as you mentioned, there's a family screening where you can come out with your children. You can have that.
So let me speak a little bit to. We really wanted to, as I said, have the Bliss transform. That is part of the vision going forward to return it to a true community space. And so, we will be doing free face painting, Wakanda themed face painting, Black Panther themed face painting.
This is only for the kids, though.
We're gonna say if let the kids go first, and then if there's time and space, we'll do the adults as well. But we understand, and there's going to be free popcorn, there's gonna be free juice, free hot dogs for the kids there. So yesterday we had Belize Afro Dance Formation come on board. They're going to be doing African team dances with the children while they're getting their face painting in the afternoon. We have them for the afternoon screening. We have the Maroons joining us to do drumming as well. So, we're looking to transform the decor of the lobby, to be appropriate to the event. We've been working, like I said, to just pull this together really nice and to evoke the true spirit of the event, what Ambassador is trying to do, as well as the spirit of the movie as well.
Okay. I want to ask you as regards to the logistics. You mentioned there's 2 screenings.
Yes.
Can you give us a time? And you mentioned that the afternoon is a fundraiser.
Yes.
So what would be the cost to attend that?
Right. So in the morning, it's $18 for adults and $15 for children. And like I said, that is a package that they get, an enrichment package with activities as well as being able to watch the movie. And then in the afternoon, we have the Pilgrimage Foundation fundraiser. The prices for that are $100 and $50. 2 different seating arrangements, as you know, we always do at the Bliss. And tickets are on sale now. We're taking reservations. Please support the work of the Pilgrimage Foundation. Like when I started the conversation before Ambassador came on, she's not only helping the Bliss, she does a lot of work in Belize, in the community. She's out in the field. And so, you know, we are asking as well, like, if you would want to join us and make that gift to attend the afternoon with us. Again, your cultural wear is encouraged for the afternoon screening. I don't think we can get the face painter to come and do adults, unfortunately, for that one. But we will have the maroons. You know, they themselves were really enthused because, you know, Wilford Felix, Wilford X, as he's known, he just got the maroons back together. Wow. You know, that band had been kind of a little bit on a hiatus, and so it's really the first time the maroons, since they have formed back, will be performing.
So it's definitely going to be something you can come out, enjoy,
yes,
and give back to us.
I think the Bliss will be filled with drumming, it will be filled with culture, it will be filled with children, and so I think it will be a really lovely event, and we look forward to continued partnership with Ambassador to have hopefully more of these type of screening events.
Yeah, because this is exciting.
Yes.
I think.
And I'd like to add, if I may,
Ambassador, by all means.
I'd just like to add to really thank Disney, because the general due process and the compliance to do such a thing is really quite arduous. And when they said yes, I paused for a minute because it's such a historic entity. And it's not always presumed association to human efforts such as, because it's such a dynamic global entity, as I would say. But they said yes, and I really want to make sure we honor it and that we can afford to have a continued relationship, that the Monday after we can bring in all kinds of films and that they then see Belize as a partner.
Yeah, it's one step closer to more collaboration.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I think it's exciting. It's just really exciting because it opens the door for more. Like you said, we're hoping for more partnerships like this, more movies, more events where children can really benefit and get exposed to things that they won't necessarily get exposed to like that if they just sit home and not be able to get out there. So we're bringing it to them at the Bliss. And I like the fact that it's extended where they get the free
Sure, it's not just a movie theater experience. It's something a little bit more, and that's what we're trying to do.
I think going on and just doing the whole face paint, all of that is like really going the extra mile. They'll have a dynamic experience where they feel more submerged into culture, where they can understand. Because imagine they're putting on the face painting and somebody else has something similar to them. They're like, oh, that's like me. And like, you know how kids are. So that's going to in itself give them excitement. Where they're feeling it and they can connect with others too as well. So I think this is just going to be a beautiful experience. I know you said the $15 is for the children and then $18 is for adults. And it's Saturday. Can you please remind us again the time?
It's Saturday, right? And okay, this is very important, especially the box office will be opened on Saturday. Like I said, you can get your tickets in advance. That is preferred. We much appreciate if you can get your tickets for both. It helps us to prepare and plan a little bit better. But not to worry, the box office will be open on Saturday, bright and early. And especially for the matinee one, we are asking that, you know, you start to come around 9 because we know everyone will want their face painted. Everyone is going to want to dance with Miss Chriselle and her dancers. And so we want to have that activity in the lobby first and enjoy that before we go in and we get our popcorn and we go in at 11. But we just want to be clear, the movie screens at 11, but the activities start from 9 in the morning. And it's the same thing in the afternoon, you know, like I said, you're free to come and get your tickets and, you know, the Maroons will be playing, they'll be drumming, the atmosphere will be there, so, you know, you're free to stop by early, right? And
the time again for the afternoon one is again?
Is at 3, right, Ambassador?
Yeah. Box office at 3.
Box office at 3 and screening at 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Belize time, eh?
Not Belize time, yeah.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah, box office and drumming from 3, and then, you know, like the screening starts sharp at 4.
Beautiful. You know, we want to thank you both for coming up with this idea. The fact that you're giving an enhanced experience to watch Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
Because we've seen that our only cinema here has been sold out. So you're giving the opportunity for folks to go and tune into this movie, connect with it, but also get the enhanced experience.
And if
face
you
painting,
already
drumming,
saw
and
it,
everything.
come and see it
Again, of course, you can't go wrong with
because
watching
you're
it again.
supporting
Yes,
the work of the
that is true.
Pilgrimage Foundation, but you're coming to experience something a little bit more.
is
And
right.
who doesn't want to watch Wakanda more than once?
That's
you
true.
know?
That is true.
The first one I watched like 4 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So it's definitely something you need to
Yes.
get out. Get your tickets ahead of time, guys. Proper planning.
Yes.
Please, they can be able to call in advance and then go pick it up or something like that,
Yes.
whatever it is.
Yes,
But
especially
yourself
for
and
the
your children.
matinee one, we have limited amounts. Like I said, we wish we could just have thousands inside the place, but we can't do that. So, you know, please don't wait, you know, and have the kids all flustered. Let's plan ahead and get your tickets early.
Like, mommy, I thought we were gonna go. It's like,
Yes.
baby, the tickets
You know
are
what? The
sold
public
out.
can always rely on us on the Bliss, even if it's just to give us a call and say, reserve my tickets, Miss Kim or Miss Jill, I'm coming to get them. We're happy to accommodate, and we work with everyone in that manner.
Okay.
And you got a couple of days, guys. A Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you could reserve your ticket. Saturday is the filming at 11 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. But
Yes.
remember, at 9 a.m. it's good to go in, so you can get the face painting, the drumming, the excitement of just like the dancing and all these things. Because I'm telling you, the kids' face are gonna be lighting up. You know, do the service of just taking them out for a nice time and learn, because the movie is more than just entertainment. It's like history, it's culture, it's all these things in one, where you can be able to just grasp on all of that. So please come out. But thank you so much, Ambassador, for the incredible work you're doing for Belize. We truly appreciate you. And, you know, bringing our young children the opportunity to see Wakanda Forever in a different light, you know, going out of the ordinary. You know, thank you, Miss Kim, for, you know, always answering the call and always trying your best to make sure the Bliss is utilized and people can get the most from it.
Right. As we wrap up the conversation, we're going to ask Ambassador Shabazz for any last words, and also where can our viewers stay in touch with the pilgrimage, any activities they're doing, and of course, how can they get involved?
Well, the Pilgrimage Foundation doesn't have a website. I'm just one of those persons that travels. In my 20 years in Belize, it is how I move.
Okay.
So I would say stay in touch with Miss Vasquez, because the Bliss will always be a partner.
Okay.
And we would be in touch. And if there's any inquiries outside of a general email address, I'm available.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. All right.
And with that, guys, we just want to go into a commercial break. But before, we just have to big up Miss Kim, because we can't leave you. Yes, Miss Kim, for your new position, director. It's well-deserved. We are so proud of you. You know, seeing you, because you know how much time Miss Kim depends on his coach? Like, seriously, but she answers the call all the time, always bringing something new, always working diligently, always making sure that we're utilizing the Bliss and just getting as much culture and art out there as possible to young people. So it's well-deserved. We're so proud and thankful. So,
Congratulations.
Director,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
and with that, guys, we go to our next commercial break. When we're back, we're going to be talking about the Police Drama Group, something very exciting. How can you get involved? What's coming under the sun? And let's get all the deets and juices out. So stay tuned for that exciting conversation. We'll be right back.
I must be dreaming.
Oh no, honey bun, you're not. Everything you hear so far, that's true. Delta Store has a new look. Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store at only $4.99 or less. Snap out of that dream and head on down to Delta Store today.
How traffic so tight, it's hard to find parking spot out here.
That true to boy. But you forget Downtown Plaza parking lot?
Sure, which part that day?
Turn right off of Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Downtown Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, y'all?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean a good idea for make we go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Oh no, honey bun, you're not. Everything you hear so far, that's true. Delta Store has a new look. Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store for only $4.99 or less. Snap out of that dream and head on down to Delta Store today.
How traffic so tight, it's hard to find parking spot out here.
That true to boy. But you forget Downtown Plaza parking lot?
Sure, which part that day?
Turn right off of Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Downtown Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, y'all?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean, a good idea for make we go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Sun Up on 7. And this time on our couch, the police drama group joins us to give us an insight into what they've been up to. It's the first time I'm hearing about them. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing about them too. So guess what? It's all gonna get juicy here because they're up to some really, really amazing goodness as it regards to the 16 days of activism, as it regards to everything drama. And of course, they're gonna be doing a live performance for us today on the show as well. So hey, it's quite a treat on this Wednesday episode. So let me introduce our guest. We have Mr. Simon Arana, Corporal Police. How are you, Mr. Simon?
Good morning.
I said Simon, but
Simon,
Simon is
yeah,
there, right?
That's right. That's right. Simon.
How are you feeling, Mr. Simon?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
Great. Thank you
good
so
to be
much
here.
for joining us today, sir.
Thank you too.
We also have Miss Kennedy Joseph Nunez. How are you, Miss Kennedy?
Good, good.
Good. You're recovering, as you rightly mentioned. Nevertheless, we're thankful for the effort of being here on our couch. After your 5-year hiatus,
Yes.
all the creative juices have now flowed to make this a wonderful conversation. Also, Inspector Marla Joseph, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So We love to hear everything that's going on with the police drama group. So
I'm always about taking us back in time, though.
Let's take us back in the day.
Back in the days. Like, I'm going to go into the history. Like, how did this drama group form? Because I need to forget the juice about this. I need to forget the tea. So, Miss Marla, you look at me like you are telling me. So tell me.
We started with a group that was called PAC, the Performing Arts Club. Mr. Edward Brasta was spearheading that at the time.
Okay.
This is in the 90s. That group went dormant, and then we came out with the police drama group. We're here like maybe over 10 years now, a little over 10 years. The police drama group is in existence.
Wow. And what have you been up to in these 10 years?
In these 10 years, we've been going into high schools every year around this time, the 25th of November through the 10th of December, for the 16 days of activism, where we sensitize the students on the issue of domestic violence.
Wow, I really like that. That's why they're wearing the orange shirt and everything too as well.
I get it.
And what better way to bring out that message and let people understand than through drama? You know, arts, I think, is so powerful. It's expressive. People can connect better. The things that they can't say, they can do it. And so being able to see and also having police officers, all these people that we know, you know, protect us, that make sure everything is safe. It's like, man, I sing panicate because you guys are the ones out there that's really making sure that everything runs smoothly.
Yeah.
So have that.
Right. So how else, Mr. Simon, can you tell us what has the feedback been in the 10 years of going into the schools, promoting gender-based violence reduction? Tell us.
Well, we have both positive and negative feedback.
Okay.
You know, some of the negative feedbacks are like, what are the police officers doing out there instead of going and fighting crimes?
Well,
but they don't understand that by doing this through the art, we're also fighting crime itself.
That is right.
Amen.
That is absolutely right. Yes. You know, as you say, you know, whenever people think about police, they think about you being in your uniform, out maybe at the police station or on the street. But as you rightly mentioned, you know, that's one way of addressing crime, and it's a very, very creative way of doing it. Because I'm assuming that you put out real life stories. I mean, who else to tell the stories than you all that come in contact with? Can you give us some insight into what kind of topics? I know you talk about gender-based violence, but what particular things do you highlight in the drama that you do?
Miss Kennedy, they look right
Miss
behind
Kennedy,
you, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, pop away.
My turn. Well, we try to highlight domestic abuse, not only husband and wife, but sometimes it's deeper family-based, you know, and sometimes we find that grandparents are molesting grandkids, you know, and through drama, we see that it works. The children receive it more, you know. It's okay then, I guess, all right, this is something that's wrong, you know. Maybe it's something that has been happening for a while and, okay, it's the norm. No, we come to the schools and we find that a lot of times after we leave, you know, schools call back and say, you know, well, we really appreciate you guys coming, you know. We've had this person, well, we've had these amount of persons coming out, you know, about what's happening at home. So I think that's the main one for me, that we go deeper into family. There's schools. We have sometimes, you know, your boyfriend, girlfriend, because even like that, you know, they're covered underneath the Domestic Violence Act.
And I don't think people understand that. That's why it's so important to have the skits and go further than, because when we think domestic violence, I think naturally people just think about husband and wife. That they right there and they stop. They don't go deeper. So I think that's so powerful and it allows, you know, children to know, that's not okay, and this falls underneath. And, you know, we have these people that have come to my school, these police officers that have come to my school that now are showing me this is not right, and I can actually lean on, because I feel like it gives more trust to people to know that the police officers know exactly what's happening and they're here for you. Can you tell us a little bit about just the idea of how can people get in contact with you? Because they're seeing the group coming back, and I know, you know, there's only so much places you can be, but definitely there are people that would want you to extend that courtesy to be there, give them that skit, give them that information. Ms. Marla?
Yes, what happened is we don't only do the issues of domestic violence. If a school would invite us to come and they have a topic they want us to present on, we'll be able to do that. We do for drug awareness. Schools have invited us, but they need to write the Commissioner of Police requesting us and give us notice, at least a month's notice.
Yeah, because you want to make something
prepare,
nice.
right. So they write the commissioner and he grants us the permission.
Wow, I love to hear the versatility of this drama club, right? You give them something and they're up to the
No,
task.
I really like
and
that.
they're gonna
fact
put
that,
up.
like, you know what? Oh, no, give me a topic. Just give me one topic and watch me produce. And I know that Miss Kennedy back here, the write up some stuff too, you know.
No, that's true. What is your role in the drama club?
just this year, and she laughs because Inspector Joseph is my mom. So how could I have said no? This year she said we need a new song. You know, she gave me the topic, the theme for this year's it's Unite Activism to End Gender-Based Violence Against Women and Girls. So she gives me it at about 3 o'clock in the evening. I'm taking a rest because I have work midnight to 8. So I get to work at midnight and I say, you know something, if I go to sleep, if I get to work now and I get home and I go to sleep, I won't have, and she's like, give me now, it's Friday, I need the song by Wednesday. Wow. How do I tell my mom no? So I sat down at work and I said, you know something, being a survivor of domestic violence myself, you know, and I've been in police for almost 8 years, I've seen a lot of stuff. And I'm thinking, we always say, oh, this is what you, the victim, should have done, or you should have done this, or you can do this. But how about we now as a community hold ourselves accountable? Let's all unite and give love to victims. Let's give hope to them, you know, be someone they can trust, because we don't have that.
That is
It's not a lot, there are not a lot of times that they have people to trust. And that's why we find that people stay in certain situations. I had my friend, my very close friend, she was killed in the Kings Park area along with her daughter. And I always thought, you know, how could I have been a better friend? You know, I wasn't someone she could have trusted because there was obviously something going on. Yeah. And I thought about her a lot writing this song. So I did that in about maybe an hour and a half because my mom was like, I want to hear something, I want to hear something. And that I came up, we really hope that you guys are going to like it.
Wow, you're quite the pressure cooker, you know? Like you're preparing something in an hour and we're going to be hearing it today.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that you're reflecting on your story, on the folks around you, I guess it makes it more authentic. It makes it more meaningful and for people to connect with, for sure. I want to ask you, Mr. Simon, so we're saying that we go to the schools or to any place that you're invited to talk about issues of violence, in this case, gender-based violence. What other things are your audience able to pick up on? I'm thinking how to go about reporting, you know, what are necessary support. What are things that come out from these drama that you do?
Sometimes for the students, they don't understand the forms of violence.
Right.
Yeah.
So then by the use of the drama, they get to understand what are the forms of violence and how to go about dealing with it. So that is what we bring out in the drama itself. You know, it's it's critical thinking at times, you know, but the level that these kids are on, they're really up there.
Yeah.
So.
No, for sure. I think that we live in a society where violence has been normalized. Either we grew up in that generation that we're like, this is how things are. When in reality, when you come and you shed light on it, you're like, well, this is not how it's supposed to happen, right? Yeah. And that's a beautiful transformation that needs to happen, as you rightly mentioned, end the cycle of gender-based violence in this case. Yeah.
Sorry, I just think what's really important, when I saw Ms. Kennedy talk a little bit about it, is just the victim blaming that we have in this country. I have seen it time and time again. The minute there's any kind of domestic feud, any case or so, people jump up, they say, that what she do or what happened for me, you know, like always talking about that. And I see it so much times too as well around crowds. And so people are just naturally nicking at the person and saying, what did you do to put yourself in this situation? And that also causes us to not trust and not want to speak up and suffer in silence. So I think that's an incredible message that I'm glad to see that's being portrayed in this song. And I'm hoping, I'm guessing I could tell that you guys are going to be giving that information out too when you go out into schools. Because we need to create safe places where people don't feel like I can't talk up because they're just going to say that my fault. And I can speak about this and I can feel my pain and people will understand me. That's really, really important. Ms. Marla, as you're going out on these, you know, different, I would call them missions, because that's what you're doing. You're bringing this news, education, bringing this art to people to understand. What is one thing you'd really want children and parents to understand through these different dramas? Something that you want them to think about, especially as a mom, because we would bring that in there. Like, what would you really want them to understand?
We would want them to understand that whatever situation they're in, they do not have to stay. You don't have to stay in that situation, in that domestic abusive home. You don't have to stay there. That would be.
And that's important.
Yes, very
and they
important.
have different mechanisms.
Yes,
and
we have the
coming
different
there.
organizations that can help them,
Okay,
You don't have to
so
suffer
we have been hinting or teasing that we're going to be doing a song from yours truly, Kennedy, here. Can you give us an insight into the name of the song and what's the message out of it?
When we all came up with as a group, we came up with the song name Unite. Just because that was really the message we wanted to push out this year, that it's not you alone as the victim. We as a community, we must unite because it begins at the root, and we need to attack it at the root,
Great.
So that was the name we came up with.
Okay, so at this point, we're going to go in a quick bumper, and then we're going to come back to the performance of Unite by yours truly, Ms. Kennedy Joseph Nunez. So stay tuned for that performance.
We could take this off?
No, just stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
they should be loved. They deserve love. Violence and crime on the news every day, but we need change. Let's help make change. Let's work hand in hand, let's take a stand, protect, defend. Let's break the chains of domestic violence. Unite, let us all give them hope, give them love. It begins with us, someone to trust.
Vengan todos y cada uno, escúchame. Muchas cosas están sucediendo en el país. Mujeres y niñas golpeadas, maltratados, deben ser amados. Se merecían amor.
Guribu, luma, walgubri. Lege wagambo bay. Logie gurab, sagu wayum. Megeti sanso. Either or ma, lu la sanso.
Let's join hand in hand, let's take a stand, protect, defend. Let's break the chains of domestic violence. Unite, let us all give them hope, give them love. It begins with us, give them someone to trust. Let's take a stand, protect, defend. Let's break the chains of domestic violence. Unite, let us all give them hope, give them love. It begins with us, give them someone to trust.
Give thanks. Yes, shoppers, in giving thanks, Mikado's introducing a new sale, the best one yet. It's not a Thanksgiving sale, it's a Give Thanks sale. Thanks for making Mikado Belize's #1 textile store. Join us in a massive Give Thanks sale on November 25th and 26th. That's 2 days of Give Thanks sale. So, you just can't let the sale slide by you, as you know. Yes, and the sale goes on. So come on down to Mikado on Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th of November and get your home furnishing and decors all at great prices that only Mikado can give you. Your one-stop for fabrics and so much more. Mikado at number 37 Albert Street. Give Thanks Sale, your textile palace.
I must be dreaming. Oh no, honey bun, you're not. Everything you hear so far, that's true. Delta Store has a new look. Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store is only $4.99 or less. Snap out of that dream and head on down to Delta Store today.
How traffic so tight, it's hard to find parking spot out here.
That true to boy. But you forget Downtown Plaza parking lot?
Sure. Which part that day?
Turn right off of Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Downtown Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, girl?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean, a good idea for me to go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
I must be dreaming.
Good morning, everyone. We're here in Sun Up on 7. Thank you so much for tuning in to your Wednesday episode. We thank you so much. And it's time for us to get into a juicy conversation. And joining us on our couch, we have representatives from Cellular World giving us an insight into all the amazing deals that they have that are upcoming. Black Friday is upcoming, so if you're looking for a device, if you're looking for anything technology-wise, this is a conversation that you do not want to miss. Let me introduce our guest. We have Mr. Carlos Perez, Marketing Supervisor. Carlos, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday. How are you feeling today?
Everybody. It's hump day. Well, it's great, and we have all the energy to go on for the day.
Beautiful. We love to hear that. And also, the famous Justin Isaguirre, the man behind all this, answering your emails and your queries via online. Justin, it's good to have you and finally connect the face to the amazing service.
It's good
How
to
are you
be
feeling
here.
today?
I'm good, but you can't say the famous Justin because you might create some expectations I can't match up to in people's minds, right? So, no put that pressure for me.
Well, I mean, a challenge can always be accepted, right?
I love challenges,
Yes.
so I want to take it then.
Awesome.
Yes.
Right, but you're here to give us an insight into the amazing deals that Cellular World has that's upcoming. So
I like how Carlos have his Samsung shirt on. Like, he represent one time. Like, yes, when you look at
Justin
me,
has it too.
There, yes, and he has the seller, but this one is just solely Samsung. Like, I'm talking warranty, guys. We're talking thinking about what's happening when it comes to Cellular World. And so I know that you guys have Black Friday, but also it runs over to the weekend, which is one more Saturday too as well. Tell us a little bit about what can people expect when it comes. When people hear Black Friday, let's think about deals, discounts, like things that go really hot and you have to get it now. What can people expect when it comes to Cellular World?
Okay, well, whenever it comes to Black Friday in Belize, before, some years ago, I remember it wasn't that of a big sale for the stores or the business community. But eventually, as the country grows, as the movement of people, you know, the country evolved, and now we're adopting new customs and beliefs. So now we're into a Black Friday, and then you hear Black Friday in Belize almost everywhere. With Cellular World, of course, we have a Black Friday sale on Samsung devices, which is our Samsung Black Friday weekend sale. And then we have our Cellular World Black Friday blowout sale for the weekend as well. So we will be having the two sales, which will be for 2 days. So instead of only Friday, we're doing Friday and Saturday. You can get the lowest prices that you can imagine on a Black Friday for both your personal electronic devices as well as business solutions, products, cell phones. And then whenever it comes to cell phones, brands like Samsung, iPhone, Nokia, all the budget phones and Xiaomi, Redmi phones, we have them in stock, we have them in store. And then we're gonna be having everything on discount. So it's gonna be some good deals that you guys can go and get at any Cellular World store, or you can shop virtually via our Cellular World virtual store.
You know, I mean, you're saying discount, but I mean, let's put numbers. Let's make people envision this. So, what kind of discounts are we looking at?
So whenever it comes to the budget phones, we have our budget phones starting at $49. We have the Android phones, which start at $129. So these are some very, very good deals for Android phones. I mean, it's not anywhere you can get an Android phone for $129.
Yeah.
We have the Samsung phones as well, starting at $325 with the Samsung A03 core. Now, this is a mid-range phone that you're talking about, an Android phone. Plus, whenever it comes to Samsung, all the devices are covered by a 1-year warranty. So it's apart from the saving that you're getting on itself, you're also getting that security with your device for 1 year. If any manufacturer's defect or anything that is going wrong, you bring it in. If it's something that falls under the warranty, well, then you have nothing to worry about. It's covered. Then if it's something like a hardware issue that probably you drop it or something, we still have our service centers with authorized Samsung technicians. You bring it in, you can take advantage of a special price for being a Cellular World customer, and then we get it fixed for you. We have monitors starting as low as $299. We have the TVs starting, we have the Samsung Android Smart TVs starting at $599. And then we have the 40-inch, 55, 65. We have TCL TVs as well. We have the 32-inch starting at $519. It's an Android Smart TV. We have MiFi starting at
so many things
$89,
shelf,
and
right?
Everything
These
list goes
prices are
on.
very realistic and affordable for people that you're thinking about the quality that you're getting.
Okay.
And like, man,
That's right.
wow.
We have earbuds starting at $49, Bluetooth speakers starting at $39. So everything that you're looking for, whether it's for a business use, whether it's for your personal use, we have it in store, and everything's going on discount for these 2 days. So it's something that the people out there don't want to miss out. If you cannot make it to a Cellular World store, we have our virtual store. You can send us a message via Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp at 615-5141 or 623-6200. We have our 627-6200 phone number as well. Our virtual shopping expert will be there to assist you. They provide you with the pictures, specs. You can call them, you can talk to them live, anything, and then you can make online payments as well, and then we ship that to you. And the process is quite easy and simple, so you don't even have to get out of your home. If you're in Belmopan, we have a store in Belmopan, in Constitution Drive, right off when you get off from the bus terminal. We have our store in Pescador Drive in San Pedro. We have our Albert Street store here in Belize City. We have the one at the Northern Shops. And then we have one in Queen Street. So these are some amazing deals that nobody wants to miss out for Black Friday.
We can see why you're the marketing supervisor. I mean, you're doing a fantastic
like,
job, and you know like all the details, which is absolutely amazing because our viewers need to know what's happening, this Friday or this weekend as regards to Black Friday deals. Let's invite Justin into the conversation. And I mean, sell it to us. Why should people come to Cellular World and do their shopping?
Well, people know of Cellular World when it comes to, in terms of the Samsung, right? Because they have heard, this partnership, this 1-year warranty, and they have seen and they have experienced the quality, right? So this year, and starting from this Black Friday, we're bringing something else into the conversation apart from just the quality. We're bringing price into it as well. So we already locked off, you're getting something good. But for some people, the price was still maybe a little barrier, because, all right, I would want to get something of this good quality, but maybe I can't afford it as yet. And this year, with the prices, we are going definitely really, really low with the prices, right? So it's that everyone can take advantage. Everyone can come in and get something that fits their budget. And even though we are the authorized Samsung partner, or other devices as well are brand new. So there is nothing we sell now that is refurbished. Everything is brand new. So even if you don't get the 1-year warranty, you're still getting a brand new product. The quality is there. And especially we talked about the Samsung already. We have the iPhones as well. We have the 1-year warranty, which we support internationally. So we would have to send it back in comparison with the Samsungs that we service right here. But the Apple devices, they are brand new as well. And they are offered that 1-year warranty as well. And we are now a Dell official Dell partner as well. So your business solution products, your desktops, your monitors, those are covered with a 3-year warranty. So it's quality that you're getting, but now we're bringing the affordability into it as well.
I really like that because I always like comfort. In my mind, if something go wrong, because Profi does, I don't know, we just sometimes with our things we don't know. And just to know that you can take something back and like, hey, please help me, fix it for me. Like they can be able to do that. And I know Carlos was like hinting towards the experience of the virtual because let's be honest, people might not be able to make it out there Friday or Saturday because you have things to do, but you really want to get any deals like the Black Friday discounts, bro. You're not getting it often. So thinking about that, we send in our picture, like give me the experience. Like if I had to try look for one laptop per se, right? What do I do? What is the experience that I need to get? Like, I just send in a picture in the different WhatsApp, and what happens there?
All right. The approach is different depending on who's contacting, right? Because you have certain people that already know in their mind, I want something specific.
That's
so
true.
They would message or they would make a phone call even, and they would say, okay, I'm looking for this. Do you have this available? If you don't, give me something that matches what I want, right? And then I would, go in our system and look all the specs, all the details, compare it to what you want, and I would tell you, okay, we have what you want available, or we don't, but we don't have it, but we have this instead. And the comparison, I would give you that comparison right there, and you're still not sold, and you want, okay, let me get the, let me see a picture of it. Tell me how it works. Tell me what does it have in relation
I feel like
to
some
this.
people, because not everybody nobody expects things,
Yeah.
Like for one thing, I know I don't want any people there. So when I go out, it's like, okay, can I do this? How does it work with this? Like, what is the compatibility?
Yes.
That's how a lot of people will
Exactly.
shop because not everybody like that technique where they're like, I want this and I want if I have an i7
i5,
Plus, something
i7,
like that. Something like that, right? I know I said some words and they sound like it makes sense. So that is kind of like this, and you get the full discounts too as well, virtually as you do in person, right?
Definitely. Sometimes you get more discount in virtually than you do in store.
Hey, watch out, you know.
That's even more inviting.
That's more, I know it's
You're already
more
getting good service and now discounts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And this is right here, so you guys can see clearly how it does. The numbers are up there. You send in your picture or send in what you want exactly. They can be able to match it, let you know what's a close substitute. The different, you can even ask the question and be like, you know what? I'm here on all these different things. Carlos with list out 1,000,001 things, but I still last.
I miss them.
I miss them. Please send me like more or less
Yeah.
all the items they want to have on discount or want to have available. Because maybe they just want to shop for shop. See, they don't come with no purpose properly, but they want to get something, right? So is that a possibility?
That is a possibility, and then you would get all the flyers, and then if you want to pay for something, ask for the banking information, you get that, and then you choose how you want your items delivered. Because delivery services in Belize they're expanding, and there are a lot of ways now to get what you want, where you want. So we might have a preference, but if maybe you prefer somebody else or you want to give support to someone else instead, you can say, okay, I want my item through this place.
Right.
And then we can call and check for you, okay, they say it would reach by tomorrow or it would reach today. And you get all that information so you are well informed and well updated. So you don't have to wonder about, I wonder if my package is coming. I wonder what time it will reach.
Right.
No, there's none of that involved. You're already told, okay, the payment has been made, it's confirmed, we're preparing your item, it should leave this time and you should get it by this time.
Wow, man.
That's really, really
I know, because there's this thing where you stock out.
Yeah.
I know the Belizeans know about it. I don't know, on a
Oh, yeah.
personal dude, like, when they're supposed to
You
get
track your
something,
package.
You track it, like,
Yeah.
it left the door yet? Like that kind of stuff. But I like the comfort of saying, say, for example, it's leaving 1 p.m., it's going to arrive 3:30, X, Y, and Z. Like, you know that. So you can be like, all right, our time is self, et cetera, et cetera. But I really like that virtual experience because I think it's convenient for people that can't get out.
Definitely.
That really just can't, but they want to be able to jump. And then also, it's awesome to go in person too, also because you get to test out these things. You get to go see right there. You go look on the different devices, walk through the store, and that's a nice experience too and present.
And with Samsung, we have our Samsung Experience Table as well at the stores. And it's called the Experience Table because you can literally go in, you play with the phones, you check the specification, you test it. So before you make that decision of buying, you're sure which Samsung phone you are buying because you can check everything with that. You can test the camera, you can check the if the selfies are good enough for you.
I mean, think about that. I bet you must get a lot of selfies on that.
Yeah. We have to go every minute and delete it, or, all this stuff.
You can check the storage and everything with that as well. And then if you're interested in any device, then we give you the prices. You can ask about anything in specific that you're not sure about. So it helps you make a better decision as to what device you're getting for yourself, so that it matches the needs or the uses that you're looking to have it for.
Perfect. And I know last time we had this thing where, in general, people just, when they think about cellular world, they think more about just cell phones and those devices. And I really like them just understanding that it's way more than just that. You mentioned a lot of stuff, that there's the Bluetooth speakers, there's the desktops, there's the laptops, there's the tablets, there's the cell phones, there's the TVs. Like all of these different things they can be able to purchase. The AirPods, I think you said
earbuds.
Yes, earbuds. I'm getting it, Kev. I'm getting support from Carlos. But there's a lot that they can be able to purchase from there, and all these devices are going to be on discounts.
That's right. That's right. As I mentioned, we have personal gadgets, and then we have our business solutions section now, where you can get anything for your business, whether it's a desktop, office chairs, all of that we have as well. And we do, if we don't have them available in stock, we do special orders. So if you're looking to furnish your office or get new desktops, we have up to 3-year warranties with Dell. We're an authorized Dell partner in Belize. So whatever you're looking for, docking stations, mouses, keyboards, Dell backpacks, everything we have as well in store. So we have a wide variety of devices and products for our business solution section, and then as well for the personal gadgets. And we have our back in stock as well, PlayStation 5s. We have the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 remote controllers, Nintendos, everything whenever it comes to
gaming,
personal and leisure, we have it, and as well business solutions. So
you know what the guys right now say? They must get hype about here, then the conversation.
No, for sure. Justin, can you talk to us about the Cyber Monday deals? Because we were talking about Black Friday weekend, but of course you have Cyber Monday deals. Can you give us some?
Well, the Cyber Monday was made for the tech people, right? Because on the Cyber Monday deals, you can only get those by shopping through or WhatsApp or through Facebook. So if you go to the store directly, you would get regular prices. But if you contact on WhatsApp or on Facebook before going to the store, you can get your items at the Black Friday deals or on the Cyber Monday prices. And what would happen, let's say you don't want to have it delivered. You want to go to the store and see. But as long as you contact the WhatsApp first or the Facebook first and you say, what are your deals, what are your prices, and you get the prices from the virtual stores, you go in store and you get the same price. But if you go to the store without contacting first, you get the regular prices. So the Cyber Monday is just for people that, shop virtually. So that would be a chance for everyone that did not get to come out, or if you live somewhere else and did not come to the store for Black Friday, you can, get those deals on Cyber Monday.
Oh, wow. I like that. So, and I like that too as well. Like, nobody get left out because you still have up until Monday to be able to receive Black Friday.
Yeah, but I'm guessing this runs every Monday, is it? Or it's just
it will be just this Monday.
Okay.
Just this Monday.
Yeah, I have talk about the convenience and the affordability of things, right? So.
And we understand that some people, you can't get your finances ready by, Saturday, but you were seeing that Cellular World was having deals for the weekend, and you're like, man, I don't think I could have it for this weekend. But guess what? Monday, it will be available on the Cyber Monday deals. So you still have that chance to, take advantage there.
Perfect.
Question, I have a viewer that's talking about looking for an LG battery. Is that something that you guys offer? Is that more like a special order or something like that? How does that work?
We have some LG batteries available, but when it comes to parts now for LG phones, I'm not sure if you were aware, but LG as a phone company, they have gone under. So it might be a little difficult to get batteries for LG at this point because the company has stopped making phones and they have stopped providing parts. So we would be able to look into it by a special order, but there's no guarantee that you would find it.
You see? Look at that, guys, getting some history here. I didn't know
that's
that.
our
And
private
look at our viewer.
consultants right
Private
here.
consultancy, guys. Come on now, look at that. Justin know the stuff, Carlos know the stuff. We don't know the stuff we're learning. So, see, for our viewer out there that's asking about that, maybe this is your opportunity to get what new Android phone, a new Samsung phone, or something Black Friday to reach out.
Yeah, I mean, he said some very good deals, $320, no? Like,
Yeah, 225 starting. And then we have the budget phone starting at $49. But then as well, whenever it comes to the virtual store, the good thing is if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you get the free consultation like what Justin just did. He will talk to you.
I know Justin doesn't do a real
he
live
will,
in
he
person.
will let you know.
This is how it happens.
Yeah, that's how it happens. If I don't know it, it's just, a little click away from me because I stay, connected to all the information sources. So if it's not here already, then it's just seconds away.
You're going to look it up for me.
Definitely.
Mr.
Quick.
Google.
Easy, yeah.
And then another thing that I do want to mention for the customers and the viewers is that if you don't have the entire cash, Cellular World also offers the layaway plans. Christmas is coming. We have our layaway ad out. You can visit the store to get more information. Usually how it works, if you don't have it, you go to the store, you select what you want to purchase. You make a 25% down payment, right, Justin? And then you pay 3 other payments to cover that. And then it gives you the time for you to get that money and not have to pay the lump sum. And, if you don't have that cash with you, you can still visit the store, check out our layaway plan, and then we can arrange something for you for sure.
So question, Carlos, on that same layaway plan, if you come for Black Friday, could you still get the layaway plan with the Black Friday prices?
If you are to get it with on that day, you make the agreement on that day and you make the down payment, you would be able to get it, and then we will arrange how you will pay the balance. That's usually how it works.
I know, right?
And of course, some conditions would apply, and then but that we check it out once you visit the store. We check that out with you, and then we go ahead and make the agreement with you.
While on the conversation, I heard something you mentioned, a Cellular World membership. Is that a thing where people can become a member of Cellular World and get deals? Or is just something that
it's not a thing as yet.
Okay.
But it's something we have been thinking about because like you brought it up and other people do bring it up sometimes. So it's something that we think about. And one of the things about Cellular World is that we try to consider everything that the customer asks. If they bring up something that we had not thought about, it goes, we start turning our minds to it and seeing, would this be possible? Would this be feasible? So it's something that we do think about definitely. And who knows, maybe sometime in the near future when we're back again, you hear, okay, there's a Cellular World membership and you get, these deals if you remember.
Yeah, totally.
That sounds really exciting and cool. But thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming here, bringing us the full scoop. Like, even the layaway plan that I think people didn't even realize was an option
That
to
is
us. Well,
true.
because, things, we just gone through Hurricane Lisa, and I'm sure we want to afford some stuff. Maybe we don't have it in our budget for doing right on a Friday or something like that, but we want to get a scoop of what you guys are offering. So I think it's really cool that you guys have that. And remember, there's Friday and Saturday, but also in the case that you miss those days because of some living on the rocker or whatever it is thing that you're doing, Monday, we also have, Cyber Monday, where you can be able to have that virtual experience, still get the Black Friday deals, and, get the most out of your money. So, again, thank you so much, gentlemen. They can check out the Facebook page for what you guys have to offer, like Instagram page too as well. And they can always just message on WhatsApp to Justin, and then he's going to be able to...
He's waiting for you.
He's gonna be waiting with the data, with the information. But also come in and experience, the overall touch and feel of the phones and the different things that you want to purchase.
That is true. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And really what really I enjoy about this is the comfort that you know what you're talking about, right? So whenever people come, they already know, okay, we're in safe hands. They're going to give us the appropriate direction as to how we make the best of our money. So I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you so much to you both for joining us today.
Can't wait till you're back with more good news or more good deals. But with that, guys, we have to go to our next commercial break. When we're back, we're going to be wrapping up today's show. Stay tuned.
Give thanks. Yes, shoppers, in giving thanks, Mikado's introducing a new sale, the best one yet. It's not a Thanksgiving sale, it's a Give Thanks sale. Thanks for making Mikado Belize's #1 textile store. Join us in a massive Give Thanks sale on November 25th and 26th. That's 2 days of Give Thanks sale. So, you just can't let the sale slide by you, as you know. Yes, and the sale goes on. And of course, all at great prices that only Mikado can give you. Your one stop for fabrics and so much more. Mikado at number 37 Albert Street. Give Thanks sale. Your textile palace.
I must be dreaming.
Oh no, honey bun, you're not. Everything you hear, so far that's true. Delta Store has a new look. Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store at only $4.99 or less. Snap out of that dream and head on down to Delta Store today.
How traffic so tight, it's hard to find parking spot out here.
That true to boy. But you forget Downtown Plaza parking lot?
Sure. Which part that day?
Turn right off of Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Downtown Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, girl?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean, a good idea for me to go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Delta Store is at the same location, right down Albert Street. Delta Store has a wide variety of fabric. Delta Store offers quality and savings. Everything in a Delta Store.
Albert Street into Bishop Street and right behind Downtown Plaza parking lot there.
You sure, girl?
Yes, man. We could go park in there and then we could go right in the Downtown Plaza where we could go do our shopping.
You know, after all that, I mean, a good idea for me to go in a Downtown Plaza parking lot. Remember, you, your family, and car are safe when parking in the Downtown Plaza parking lot.
And we are back. Welcome to my beautiful people, the resilient, amazing, awesome sauceness, my 100 bunch of oats and all of that good stuff there. It is our wrap up, and we are so excited to be able to share these moments with you, share the great conversations I've been seeing in the chat. People are really happy about the conversations we've been having. So it's just great to see us at this point, you know, doing all these great things. How are you feeling, Kev?
I'm feeling by the conversation. Once we're going to be talking about, just get your insight. It's about Thanksgiving, upcoming on the 24th, which is on Thursday.
Tomorrow?
No, I mean, 25th. My bad. It's the last Thursday of November. It's celebrated. And the question is, it's Thanksgiving, like a Belizean thing that the folks celebrate it. I know that there's a lot of people that look forward to the turkey dinner. Yeah. So is that a thing
For me specifically, I don't see it as a Thanksgiving thing. I just know that turkey dinner always come wrong that time. That's the big thing that happens with turkey dinner. Everybody, I'm sure tomorrow is gonna be selling turkey dinner. The big thing is ham, real ham, or they roll out ham, the one that leave holes, pan it and stuff like that. What will you be receiving? That is the question. I don't think Belizeans have adopted the full aspect of Thanksgiving, bringing families together with a turkey dinner, because we do that for Christmas.
I hear you.
But I do think they look at the turkey dinner part, where you just get that meal.
Yeah.
I know there's some families that do the Thanksgiving part, where they're thankful for something. They go around the line. I know at my family, like, we try to, you know, talk about what we're grateful for, because we go through a reflection of the year and say, man, I've gotten through this. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my mom's health. I'm grateful for, like, little things that you're thankful for, because it changes perspective. I think when you have a lens of appreciation, when you look at everything, you're less angry or frustrated, because you understand that there are good things that come with the bad.
That is
And I think that's what Thanksgiving represents, where you're appreciative of good things and you lament that you're blessed and you're here and you have a new day. So for me, I think that is a good aspect of Thanksgiving that I see some people adopt besides the turkey dinner. What do you think, Kev?
For me, like, I do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, one thing that we have started within my circle of friends has been Friendsgiving. And Friendsgiving really comes from the fact, especially it's like a millennial and Gen Z movement, in the fact that, especially around LGBT folks, which is what my circle is mostly about, is the fact that many people get discriminated at home. So they cannot go home and celebrate with their family because they cannot be themselves.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna get judged, or, like, as I mentioned, discriminated in their space, which is supposed to be home. So a lot of people, they go about making their own families, right? So you not go with your relatives, you make your own families. And it's a space, again, as you rightly mentioned, a space where you give thanks, where you share love, where you share the joy and the happiness of being together. So among my friends, we would come and we would do a potluck and just share, you know, all the goodness that we have with each other. So Friendsgiving is more of a thing for me rather than Thanksgiving. Of course, I look forward to the turkey dinner, even though I'm not a big fan of turkey, but I look forward to the ham. And of course, the cranberry and the salad combination is just, you know.
I want some turkey dinner tomorrow.
You know,
I
like,
just see where I get it from, man.
Yeah.
I really want turkey dinner.
I mean, there's gonna be turkey dinner all over the place
Everywhere,
for
we're
sure.
gonna see
And I'm no.
who has the best turkey dinner. Please, guys, man, we're gonna do a hood situation again. Please give with the real ham. No man, some man. If you give with fake ham, charge less. And tell the people too as well. Don't make it be a surprise that, hey, fake ham? No, and I call it fake ham because you know the real ham that the boy is the way.
Right.
Hammy. I try to think of the word.
Ham.
They're hammy ham. There's ham and then there's ham. And don't give us ham. We want ham.
I agree. Not that one that's sliced and rolled and put there. No.
Not that like chicken ham or turkey ham. We want the ham where you put in the oven. You'll make it just do a thing. How you behave to other people, how you behave in generally, and life. So let's choose a positive part, guys. Let's choose happiness, love, and shut up. But we must come to our end, staying with us for going through the conversations. You know, if you can go out and get your popcorn and juice for the kids too as well, guys, come out and enjoy yourself. And there's also, in the nighttime, they have the Pilgrimage Foundation. They're gonna do our fundraiser as well if you can attend that. And then, of course, the police drama group was on, and they're doing phenomenal work. Write to the commissioner if you want to be able to have them come into your schools. It doesn't have to just be gender-based violence. They can do any topic. Just give them advance notice so that they can come out and show you what our officers are doing. That builds the trust within the students and them, and just in general helps with information distribution. So let's get that doing, and let's go.
All concerns we share today, you will discover how the world turns each day when the sun comes up.